I'm Erin Clifford with the TLC Realty Group, and today we're going to talk about home warranties. And I'm very excited to have Robyn here from a great company, ACHOSA Warranty, that I feel like you guys are doing things completely different in the industry than other warranty companies. And we just had lunch today and cleared up some of my misconceptions, as an agent and what this may mean to my clients. But I have a few questions for you. But first, I'll let you introduce yourself properly.
Thank you, Erin. Yeah, hi, y'all. Robyn DiPasquale with ACHOSA Home Warranty. And I've been a part of the real estate industry for over 15 years. Enjoyed supporting agents, their clients, and love what I do and the company ACHOSA Home Warranty that I represent.
Okay. So, when we talked at lunch, you had been in the home warranty segment before moving to ACHOSA. So, briefly tell me what made you make the move? What was important about that?
Yes. So, yeah, I was with another home warranty company for a number of years. Built many relationship all across the country, supporting agents and their clients, and really just at the end of the day felt like the product didn't deliver, the company didn't deliver. The relationships I built and what I was selling, I just felt like as soon as I walked away, it just wasn't something that I really could stand behind
Okay.
and that stood behind me and protected my personal brand and my agents and what they represented, which is quality. You guys, what you do is you create these bonds with your clients. And what you want to do is at the end of the day, you want to help them achieve their goals. You want to help them buy and sell these homes and just create happiness in their life, right? So we need to, as a home warranty company and as a partner, be an extension of what you offer. And um, it should be all about being able to create that partnership and know that at the end of the day, whatever you are introducing your clients to is going to work for them and that they're going to be happy and well taken care of.
Yeah, for sure. Because you're right. Anybody that works with us is truly an extension of who we are. And what we want for our clients is, speaking personally, I just want it to be easy and seamless. It's already a very, very stressful time, going through the transaction. And so I had a lot of misconceptions, like I said, that we cleared up at lunch, which was super, super helpful. So, this is my first question. What is the biggest misconception that homeowners or agents like myself tend to have about warranty companies or just warranties in general?
I think first off, the biggest one that comes to mind probably is that it's a lengthy process. It's a painful process. It's one where clients really, at the end of the day, don't see the value in. There's also the misconception, and this is honestly because of warranty companies over the years, they have constantly sold the product as it covers everything in the home. And then the clients get to the point where they have a claim and they just don't feel like it's delivering any of those things. It's cumbersome, it's lengthy, it's time consuming. And of course, this is the traditional model, right? There are things that maybe not covered under a home warranty, is where they thought just everything would be covered.
Mhm.
So we set out really to just do things differently.
And what is different about you guys? We'll say, "Here's home warranty company A, here's a CHOSA." What's the biggest
Yep.
difference?
The traditional model is that the home warranty companies partner with specific vendors
Okay.
in order to basically have those vendors more or less as partners of theirs. And then they pay them negotiated rates to take care of their clients. They also decide what equipment goes into the clients' homes, what isn't repaired. They may use refurbished parts. Sometimes
Mm.
they bulk buy equipment and then have that on standby. So they really, though the typical traditional home warranty model is deciding who your clients work with and what happens to their homes.
So that home warranty company A
Yep,
dictates who you
correct.
work with. So you
That's
don't.
the traditional model,
Okay.
right? Because that is, quite frankly, the least expensive home warranty model to operate.
So profit-driven companies.
Correct.
Got it.
ACHOSA basically took that model and flipped it upside down and said, how do we create an experience that is all client focused? We want it to be fast. We want it to be easy. We want it to be pleasing. We want them to see the value. And at the end of the day, we want the clients to be in control of their homes and what happens to them as if they didn't have a home warranty. We just want to come in and help pay and show our value.
Which sounds crazy to me, and I asked you this at lunch too. I'm like, "I don't understand the business model necessarily," but then you told me that your retention rates are so high, which is fantastic, and, let's walk through a scenario quickly. So, I have a CHOSA home warranty. I'm super excited about it because apparently it's gonna make my life so much better. My air conditioner just goes out. I have no idea what's going on. So, what's the first step?
Yep. The first step is just to call our 888 number.
Okay.
Our customer service team, they are all our own employees. They answer the phone within the first 30 seconds. They're just gonna ask a few short, sweet questions to understand what's going on in the home, and they're going to assign a claim number to that situation, that opportunity that the client is experiencing, and then they're going to turn around and tell them to call the vendor of their choice. If by some chance your clients call in, let's say it's one of your clients, Aaron, and they don't have a trusted vendor that they know, we can certainly provide them a list that literally is a list of vendors in their area that are highly rated online. We're going to pull that list. It can also include vendors that our clients have worked with previously and been happy with, but it's just a random list we provide to them.
Okay.
And then we're going to tell them to call the vendor of their choice, whoever that might be. Ideally, you as an agent have already equipped your clients with a list of top-notch vendors.
We do have a list of top-notch vendors, and they're amazing. Yeah, if
Yes.
you would like access to that, feel
Right?
free to.
So then they're not fumbling around. They're not
Right,
having to worry about who's coming because they already have this fabulous list.
right.
But in the end, they just call the vendor of their choice. Once the vendor gets to their home and assesses the situation, then your client is just going to ask if they can just call the home warranty company, call the CHOSA,
Mhm.
just to get on the phone with us, have a quick conversation with the vendor directly on speakerphone in front of the client because we want everything to be fully transparent from start to finish. We're going to just ask for the diagnosis, then give approval for the work based on whatever the contract covers, and then tell them to call us back once the work's completed and the homeowner's satisfied so that we can pay over the phone via credit card directly to the vendor.
So step 1, pretty easy, call the claim, the 888 number. Step 2, choose your choose your vendor. So in this case, I would choose my favorite HVAC person to come out. Step 3, they come out, they diagnose the problem, give me a quote. Myself and my contractor get on the phone with the ACHOSA, line
Yeah,
and go through, and at that point in time, you guys say yes to all of it or yes to some of it, whatever's covered based on the
correct.
plan,
Correct.
and then the work is done, and then my contractor calls ACHOSA and says, "Okay, I'm ready to be paid,"
Yep.
and gets paid.
Yep. Yeah. So with a CHOSA, it's really 3 calls with us, then a fourth call if you include the call to the vendor, right,
Mhm.
directly. The traditional home warranty model, okay, this is gonna blow you away. The traditional home warranty model per claim is 12 phone calls for 1 claim. No ch
Why is it 12 calls?
Well, because
Not that it
it's a
matters, I just
long,
don't wanna do that.
lengthy process,
Mhm.
and the clients can't get help, and they keep having to call back to check the status of the claim, if it's been approved, when they're gonna get somebody there, and or they don't like the vendor that was sent, they want somebody else, all the things, right? So our goal is fast, easy, seamless, done.
Well, that's very much in alignment with how we work too. I'm going to rapid fire some questions at you about what a home warranty will cover. List out quickly, top to bottom, what a CHOSA covers.
Yeah. Plumbing,
Okay.
electrical,
Hmm.
appliances, cooling and heating system, garage door system, and roof leaks.
Okay.
So, under that umbrella of plumbing, we've also got well system, septic system, water softener systems, water heaters. So, we really cover a lot of what's in the home, but it's all those mechanical systems and
Okay.
appliances.
It's not cast iron plumbing.
So
Are you replacing
so
cast
that's
iron?
a really good question. So all of our coverage will work toward any type of plumbing they have in the home.
Okay.
So we're not going to dictate that a client can't use us because they have cast iron plumbing. We're also not going to dictate that they can't use us because the home is too old or because the home is of a certain square footage. We have no age restrictions. We have no um, square footage restrictions. That's
Okay.
also very abnormal for a home warranty company. Many other home warranty companies, quite frankly, are looking for reasons not to pay claims and help clients,
Right.
as where we are constantly trying to find ways to assist.
So you're trying to find ways to say yes while others are trying to find reasons
Our
to
goal
say
is to
no.
prove our value, right?
Yeah.
Because our goal is customer service and proving that value and making things easy so that those homeowners see the value and want to continue to stay a customer.
I think that's good. And you said you had a great retention rate.
We do. We have the highest retention rate in the industry.
Um, what challenges do you think what's the biggest challenge when you're trying to convince someone that a home warranty is worth it? Because I mean, I'm in the middle of a contract right now, and the buyer asked the seller to cover a home warranty. Now, this was before we had our brilliant lunch that we just had, and it was like, "Oh, I get it now." And they're like, "Ugh, we don't wanna pay for that." I mean, it's just not even worth it.
Yep.
It's not worth it.
And it's probably the biggest challenge I have is probably presenting the value and convincing, if you will, someone who's had a poor experience previously. But the minute usually I tell them they can choose their own vendors is game changing because quite frankly, that is the piece of the puzzle that is usually the biggest dissatisfier. They can't choose their vendors. They're not getting access to the best vendors in the industry. They're getting access to, quite frankly, the vendors they wouldn't normally choose. Um, Home warranty companies partner with those vendors because they can pay them less.
Mhm.
And the best vendors in the industry deserve to be paid what they are paid because they are the best at what they do.
You get what you pay for.
You do, and that's who you want going to your
Right.
clients' homes because they're gonna be assisted properly, quickly, honestly. Um, they're gonna have less issues. It's gonna be taken care of better. And we wanted to make sure that what we were doing was giving the clients the choice and access to the best vendors in the industry. So that's probably the biggest challenge I have is convincing someone who's already had a really bad experience because they are usually the ones that say
Yeah.
home warranties aren't worth the value, right? They aren't
Right.
worth the dollars.
Right.
And what I love is that first claim that they have with ACHOSA where they see how totally different we are and how right away they see that value. My goal is just that first claim, hopefully, that policy is already paid for itself. So any claims after are just proving their value again and again. And clients that call me and say, oh my gosh, I had the worst experiences before. And that was just the easiest thing I ever did.
I love it. I love it. Tell me the price range in policies.
Yep, that's a really good question. So our policies range from $500 all the way up to $1,400. We have 4 different plans. Really, in a nutshell, the coverage increases as the cost of the plan increases. So, if you've heard the and of other home warranty companies before that have stated, for $400, we're going to cover everything in your home and you'll never have to worry about any cost again. That business model doesn't work at the end of the day, which is why they have so many fine print details of ways they don't cover things because they have to build in profitability. We would rather be very transparent in what we cover and to what dollar amounts based on whichever contract you choose. So, as a client coming in, if they are receiving, let's say, $600 as their gift, as you will,
Mhm.
from the sellers during the transaction, they can choose, do they wanna stay within that budget and choose one of our lower level plans, or do they see the value in maybe adding additional to that at closing and going with a higher level plan? Usually, the way I like to explain it is the older the home or the more high-end luxury the home, the higher we wanna go in coverage because
There's
most
more
of those
systems.
things are going to take
Mhm.
more money to repair. Certainly, if it's older and things haven't been replaced as much, it's going to be more built on replacements than repairs. And then if it's an higher end luxury home, one repair itself of their refrigerator or something like that is just going to be more expensive.
Right.
So that's usually where a lot of those clients will look at our pro plan or at the very least our prime plus because those are going to offer higher levels of coverage.
Because Sub-Zero's any built-in fridge,
They're
they're
very
they're very
expensive.
expensive and they're very expensive to repair, which, so that would be helpful. What was the other question that I had? I real quick, tell me because I just learned this that you guys do offer new construction
We
home
do.
warranties, so it's a
Mhm.
brand new house. Maybe the builder isn't providing a warranty, or maybe they are providing a warranty,
Yep.
but you guys can still offer.
Absolutely. So the way those work is most new construction homes receive a 1-year bumper to bumper
Mhm.
warranty, right? Um, our warranties for new construction start on day 366. As soon as that new build warranty expires, we start, and it's a 3-year policy for a little over the cost of what our traditional 12-month policy would be.
Oh, wow.
That's because we know that everything in that home is newer, right? Most of what needs to be done during those next few years is probably going to be repairs, not replacements. So we don't make those policies really expensive. I have a lot of agents that provide those as closing gifts to their clients buying new construction. It's just a way of saying, hey, thank
Yeah.
you for this transaction. I want to make sure you're so happy in your home. Here's basically 4 years of coverage walking in the door.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. So, ACHOSA just wants to continue to provide that service level and that value to where customers want to stay with us long term, just like you want them returning to you. Our goal and our job is to protect your future referrals and to take care of your clients. So, down to the point where we will never even increase their cost on a yearly basis to renew with us. The cost they go in at is the cost they're at for the lifetime they're with us.
So for 15 years, I lock in my price?
Yep, absolutely. I've been an
Nice.
ACHOSA customer for 7 years now, so long before I even started working for the company, I was a customer, loved it, saw the value, and 7 years later, I'm still on that original plan price.
Does your locked-in price change when you change properties?
That's a really good question. So the policy is not transferable to other properties.
Okay.
So yes, by and
That
large,
makes sense.
you
Okay.
would be getting a new policy under the new conditions. So
Okay.
this the policy stays with that property, and as
Got
long
it.
as you stay on that same plan, your policy stays at the same price. Should you want to change to a different plan, that is when your pricing would change, right? Because that
Okay.
makes sense. You're going up or down in coverage price.
Right.
But if you stay on the same plan and continue to renew, it never increases.
Somebody buys my house, I have an ACHOSA plan with a locked-in bomb price, awesome price.
It's transferable.
I can transfer that to the next
Yes.
owner at the same
Yes.
price. Well, there you go.
Yes. Yes. So it's just a way for us to continue to support your clients and make them happy, you know? Our customer service takes that seriously. They really want to take care of those clients and handhold them to the point where we don't do everything on a technology basis. We want to have those conversations over the phone with those clients
It's
and
just
we want
refreshing.
to take care of
Yeah.
them the way that you do, right?
Mhm.
Of course, you go by the lead of your clients. You have some clients that like to text and some clients that
Sure.
like to speak on the phone. But if somebody just goes on an app and enters in something that's going on in their home, 9 times out of 10, we're not gonna get all the information we need, and then we're not going to direct them the right way. So we'd rather just have a conversation, understands what's going on with their home. They may call us and tell us something's going on with their foundation, and if they told us that in that first phone call, we'd be able to tell them we don't cover foundations,
Right.
instead of taking them down a path thinking that we're going to be able to assist them, that we
Well, what
can't.
I like about too is that you guys do so much over the phone and it's not an app-driven business, is that, there's a lot of older older clients. So we have a
Absolutely.
huge boomer generation, and, while some are very tech savvy, some aren't, and they don't want to be, and, that's really, really important for them to talk to a live human being. So there's so many other little nuances I know to what you guys offer and what you do, and there's, things as far as, we can offer our sellers coverage through your company, which is very, very cool. And again, I know there's nuances because if this is a real estate transaction and I'm, representing somebody or a seller or a buyer, um, there's there's some stipulations there as with any plan. But again, that's why I would say those are great questions, like to get on the phone with Robin and talk through that because, uh,
Correct,
yeah,
and that's what I love too, is that I'm I'm an I'm an extension of your business, right? So I'm a partner of yours. Your clients are welcome to call me anytime to ask questions, to understand anything, and throughout the process, they get my contact information as well with their policy. So they can call the claims team just like they can call me. And I want that to be available to them because they do at different times have other questions, or they wanna
sure.
think about changing their policies, or they wanna understand further what the value is that we offer. You know, most clients don't read their contracts. They just don't. So it's my job to help answer questions. It's my customer service team's job to help guide them along the way and explain the process and make sure that they're comfortable and confident with the product that they're working with.
Well, I would just encourage anybody out there that's watching this, feel free, like shoot us a note. We can get you connected with Robin. Um, why not? Like why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you have it? You buy warranties for your cell phone, you buy warranties for your car. I just paid warranties for my 4 new tires on my car.
There you go, the road hazard.
The road yeah, so it's like, well, that's your biggest investment is your house
Yep.
and, it can be costly to fix things, so, goodness, if you can shave off, I don't know, I mean, what's the average savings you guys provide?
Oh my gosh, that's
I know
a
it's
great
kind of
question. That's really all across the board. I mean, I had somebody the other day that I spoke with that manages properties, and they have 6 properties with us, and over the last year, we've had over $18,000 in claims we've paid out. And it really, it's we operate more like a home services business. We're
I love
not
that.
really a home warranty because of the way that ACHOSA does business is so different. We're not really an insurance company, but we kind of operate similarly, right? The clients that don't use us kind of pay for the ones that do, and it
Sure.
all balances out in the end. We have phenomenal people that started at Chosa. They were actually people I worked for at my previous home warranty company that left to start a company because they knew that they could do things a different way, and they knew they could create a company that would really make people happy and take care of them. And that's what I love about this company is I just so strongly believe in what we're doing and how we're doing it, that it's not selling to me. I'm just providing the information about how our company operates.
Yeah,
That's my job.
I think it's great. So, please feel free to reach out. I can get you guys connected, and just look forward to, hopefully I mean, we have awesome, happy customers, but, being able to provide them with, even more service is great. And I'll just end on for investors out there and our investors that do have multiple properties to be able to leverage someone like you and your company. I mean, that's a that's a no-brainer to me. So, thank
Thank
you.
you. Well, we appreciate your partnership.
High five. I appreciate it.